Let's talk about something you've probably noticed, but maybe never really thought about. Why do some of the most brilliant and successful people out there seem to wear the exact same thing every single day? We're going to dive into the psychology behind this, and trust me, it's fascinating.
Right? It's this super interesting observation. You see these incredible people changing the world, and it looks like their wardrobe is the last thing on their mind. It's almost like they've figured out a life hack that the rest of us are still struggling with every morning, staring into a closet full of clothes with nothing to wear.
And yeah, that's probably the first thing that pops into your head. I mean, in a world that's all about new trends and what's hot on social media, wearing the same outfit over and over again feels, well, boring, uninspired, maybe even a little lazy. But what if that first impression is completely missing the point?
Okay, so first up, let's just establish who we're even talking about here, because this isn't just some theory. Some of the highest achievers on the planet have famously adopted what's basically a personal uniform. And we're talking about some heavy hitters. You've got former President Barack Obama, always in a gray or blue suit, tech giant Mark Zuckerberg and his classic gray t-shirt. Even the brilliant director Christopher Nolan has his go-to dark jacket and blue shirt combo. And it's not just a guy thing. Art director Matilda Kahl went viral for her signature uniform, a white silk shirt and black trousers. So you see, for these folks, this is a very deliberate choice, not just a random coincidence.
So what is the big secret? Why do they do it? Well, the main reason comes down to a really powerful psychological concept: decision fatigue. Okay, think about your brain power like it's the battery on your phone. You wake up in the morning, you're at 100%, but every single choice you make, big or small, like hitting the snooze button, deciding on breakfast, picking a route to work, it just drains that battery bit by bit. The more tiny, meaningless decisions you're forced to make, the less energy you have for the ones that actually, matter.
And you don't have to take my word for it. President Obama said it himself. He knew he needed all of his mental energy for huge, world-altering decisions, not for choosing between two different suits. By putting those small, daily choices on autopilot, he was saving his most important resource, his brain power for deep, critical thinking.
And to put this into perspective, check out how much worse this problem has gotten over time. Back in 1930, the average American woman had about 9 outfits. That's it. The choice was naturally limited. But today, that number has exploded to over 30. We've literally built a world of endless options that is actively wearing us out every single day.
But here's the thing. It's not just about getting rid of choices to save energy. It turns out that the one specific outfit you choose can have a powerful effect on your mind all on its own. This wild idea is called enclothed cognition. Basically, it means that the clothes on your body aren't just sitting there. They are actively influencing how you think and feel. What you wear can literally change the way your brain works simply because of the meaning we attach to those clothes.
The study that really proved this is just amazing. So, researchers had people do a bunch of tasks that required a lot of focus. One group did it in their normal clothes, but the other group put on a white lab coat. And the results were just staggering. The people in the lab coats made half as many mistakes. It's like just putting on the coat instantly made them sharper.
But here's the twist, and this is the part that proves it's all about psychology. They did the experiment again, but this time, everyone wore the exact same white coat. But they told one group it was a doctor's coat, and the other group it was a painter's coat. The ones who thought they were wearing a doctor's coat, which we associate with being smart and careful, got that same brain boost. The painter's coat group, no change at all. It wasn't the coat. It was the story they told themselves about the coat that unlocked the power.
So, you see, a personal uniform is so much more than just being efficient. It's about strategically picking an outfit that actually functions as a tool for your mind, your mood, and your well-being. And the benefits just keep stacking up. Studies show that wearing a uniform can actually make you feel more pride in your work and create a stronger sense of being part of a team. On a personal level, it just erases that daily "what do I wear" anxiety. It can even offer real sensory comfort and, let's be honest, help you build a pretty iconic and memorable personal brand. And that point about sensory comfort is so important. For many people, including some on the autism spectrum, things like scratchy tags, weird seams, or just unfamiliar fabrics can be incredibly stressful and overwhelming. So for them, a consistent, predictable uniform isn't a fashion choice. It's a powerful tool that helps reduce stress and makes the world feel a little more manageable.
Okay, so what does all of this mean for us, in our everyday lives, especially with the pressures of social media?
Well, there's been a really interesting shift in how we talk about this. For the longest time, being called an outfit repeater was like a major social media crime. It was seen as unoriginal. But now, the whole script has flipped. That exact same behavior is now being celebrated as having a personal uniform, a sign of confidence and a strong identity. It's all about the rebrand. You see terms now like outfit formula or signature style all over platforms like TikTok, and it's totally romanticized the idea. It's no longer a flaw. It's a sophisticated, cool girl aesthetic. It says you know exactly who you are, you know what works for you, and you're not going to be pushed around by every fleeting trend that comes along.
So, when you boil it all down, it becomes pretty clear that your wardrobe isn't just a random collection of fabric. It's a tool. It's a tool you can use to manage your energy, to sharpen your focus, and to tell the world who you are. So the real question isn't whether you wear the same thing twice, it's what are you building with the tools you have?